Hi, I'm Aaron with Superior Singing Method, and this is Avoid Clearing Your Throat. Try this singing tip instead. Okay, so actually before I jump in, I've got some stuff at the end of this video I want to talk to you about. We're doing a giveaway, and we've got a quiz, all this fun stuff that, I'll talk to you about in a minute. But I want to jump in and give you this. So avoid clearing your throat, right? You get that like mucusy thing in your throat, like this, it's just tempting to want to clear your throat all the time. And especially if you're going to sing, you're like, this mucusy thing, it's like affecting, because it does affect your voice. It affects your voice, it affects your pitch and your singing if there's mucus in your throat and you can feel it there. So it's like you want to clear it, right? Like that kind of thing. I don't want to do it too hard because what happens when we clear our throat, it actually grinds the vocal cords. It's very traumatic for the vocal cords. And not that you're going to ruin your voice by doing it, but you can ruin the quality, the sound quality of your voice, especially if you're about to sing. It could really irritate it and cause swelling. And here's the thing about it. So it starts getting irritated and swollen. And so what the body does is it secretes more saliva that sits in your throat, which then makes you want to clear your throat even more. And then more mucus comes because the body's wanting to go to heal that area because that's what it will use that for. And then as more mucus comes, then you're clearing it more, which creates more. It's just this cycle that's actually not, it's helping for a couple of seconds, but it's actually making the problem worse over time, right? So we don't want to clear our throat. So I've got some other solutions. I got a good handful of things. I got 5 things plus a little bonus thing that I want to tell you about. So if you want to write some down or not. So the first thing is I'm a big fan of regularly doing vocal exercises. So part of doing warm-up exercises is actually clearing away that mucus out of your throat. It works if you're doing that thing. So that's part of the point of warm-up exercises. Okay, so that's that's the real basic level. I'm going to go slightly deeper levels. The next one is sip small amounts of water frequently, not like gulping water down, but just sipping it frequently if you're going to be singing or doing exercises or speaking or whatever. You want to just sipping small water, that could just flush it down if it's just a simple little problem. Now, a little more intense is if you want to put a little bit of lemon or lime in warm water, not tea, but a little bit of lemon lime, and be sipping that acidity will actually can strip some of that mucus away, and that's pretty helpful. I say not tea because tea can actually dry out your voice. I know singers and tea, it seems like, oh, well, this is the right thing to do, but it dries out your voice, and coffee does the same thing. Not that you would think acidic coffee would be the thing for your voice, but also caffeine is not, you don't want to drink caffeine right before you sing. It acts as a steroid, and then you don't know you're blowing your voice out, but you actually are. That's a kind of a side note health tip. Okay, and then along that line, warm if you're gonna do tea, not like a green tea. If you do want to do a tea, there's one tea that could work, and that's a ginger tea. If you do a ginger tea with a little bit of honey, that could actually be in just a splash of lemon or something like that. You don't want too much acid or whatever, but that could be helpful too. And then I'm gonna give you one. This is one that I do that I've never heard anybody talk about, but it works for me. And it's even kind of hard to explain, and it's probably not, you're probably not even gonna understand what I say. I mean, you're gonna understand it because I'm speaking English, and hopefully you understand English. But it's the best way I could describe it is like a throat suck. And so here's the thing. Again, I've never heard anybody describe it, so I'm gonna try and figure this out. But like as you would suck something like that's your lips, right? But if you do that same motion in your throat, okay, so the placement, where I'm feeling it is right up in here, right? So that kind of gross thing you do when you're gonna hawking a loo, that sucking sensation is similar to it. So it's but it's more, you're using the back of your tongue, and you're actually, your tonsils back there, or that little hanging flappy thing. If you grip that with your throat, that's the feeling of it too. I'm trying to describe this thing in trying to figure this out, but that's really the feeling of it, gripping that thing like that, and then it'll get that mucus on the front. So give that a try. I know that's not a perfect description, but some of you are going to be like, I got it, and it's going to be really helpful. And I promise, nobody's ever told you that. I've never heard anybody talk about it. So anyway, try that one. If you're getting consistent mucus all the time, you may have allergies. I remember when I lived in Tennessee for a while because I did my undergraduate college work there, and I had super bad allergies. I didn't realize it, and so I had constantly phlegm in my throat that was giving me like sinus infections and bronchitis, and also I didn't know what was going on. But then I started just taking like Claritin. It's like loratadine is like the name of the thing, but it's like Claritin it's over the counter now, and there's all kinds of different loratadine generics or whatever. You might want to try that because that cleared it up for me. It was like, for what I was suffering with, it was like a magic pill. So so that's something that's possible. So I hope that's helpful for you. But now let me tell you about, we're almost at 600,000 subscribers, okay, for this channel. And so we're going to do a giveaway. Once we get to 600,000, that's our next goal. And I would like you to help. If you've been watching these videos and you like the videos, but you're just like, oh, I just never really subscribed, go ahead and take the time right now, if you don't mind, to subscribe, and also hit the notification bell as a part of, just to be a part of what's going on. And also for this giveaway, we're going to give away 6 superior singing method courses to our students here, and there'll be more details to come later. But if you want to be a part of that, subscribe, and of course like and leave comments. What I'm also committed to is I'm committed to answering all the comments, all the comments. So if you have questions or content you want to do, or if you have a funny story, or if you anything you want. And also, I mentioned the notification bell, and maybe you've heard me say this before, but like the notification bell is kind of a way of saying, you know what, I'm committed. I like this idea of being committed to something, because once we commit to something and we make it our identity, there's a lot better chance that we're going to go after that thing, right? So a lot of people, artists like you and me, will have the thought in their mind like, there's something wrong with me, so I'm never going to reach my dreams as a singer. Like that, I'm not like them, whoever they are. The people that can make it and are professional singers, or whatever your dream is, I'm not like them. I'm different. I don't belong. As I'm saying this, you're probably like, I do think that. How did you know I think that? Because it's just common to humanity. That's the way that we think and feel, and it keeps us from doing some of the things that we would otherwise love to do. That would be a life that we would love to live. So I just want to tell you that's not true. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not. There's not a them and an us. It's all just us. And so here's the thing, that's a scarcity thought. It's a scarcity thought that says there's only so much to go around and not enough for me, because ultimately there's something inherently wrong with me. Not true. Not true at all. In fact, you can become a great singer. So I keep harping on the notification bell because it's a way to have some content in front of you constantly reminding you, hey, of all the distractions and all the other notifications, this is something that's actually really important to me. I want to be notified of this. I want this to be in my face because I'm committed to it. And this whole commitment thing, and you mentioned in the comments of like, if you're committed to be a singer and you want it to be part of your identity, and you want it, you're, finally like, I'm just gonna say I'm a singer. Below, just be like, I'm in. Right in the comments, I'm in. So you could tell you could tell you that you are committed to singing, that you want it to be part of your identity, that you're not going to believe this garbage, that there's something wrong with you, or you're not like them, or there's something missing. All that is garbage. If you're committed to this thing and you do the work and you do this, in fact, if you click the link below, I have a quiz to help teach you what your #1 singing killer is. It's free, and you find out where your #1 singing killer is, and then once you find it out, I'm going to send you a free video specifically tailored to whatever your #1 singing killer is. That's one way that you could be all in to start, figuring out what it is that you can do to make your voice a great, great voice, because you can do it. Anybody can do it. It's just a matter of if you're committed, okay? So notification bell, subscribe, I'm in the comments, all that stuff, like it if you don't mind, and click the link below for that quiz. I think that's really gonna help you, but best of luck to you. You got this. I'll see you next time.